We are back with our microbiology in the kitchen lab, and this is the first sourdough starter that I started. So we're on day number 5 with this one, and we're gonna do a couple different things. So what I learned by talking to my parents who make sourdough here and there is that making sourdough bread is a really long, complicated process. We're gonna try it anyway because we got nothing but time. But they also said that they've made really good sourdough pancakes and sourdough biscuits. And so I put the recipe for the sourdough biscuits that they sent me into Canvas. And the bread recipe is attached to the starter recipe. But tonight what I'm gonna do is make leaven, which is the thing you have to do the night before you wanna bake. So if your sourdough starter is ready, then you make leaven and you let that sit overnight. And then the next day you can bake. So that's kind of what we're gonna do tonight. I'm gonna make leaven for the bread, and I'm gonna make leaven for the biscuits. And then I'm gonna show you how to store your starter so that you can use it in weeks to come. So those 3 things are what we're gonna try to get through tonight. All right, so let's open this thing up and see what it looks like on day 5. It is definitely grown. Well, you can see that. It's kind of bubbly. So to make the leaven for the bread, we're doing bread first. It says we need 1 tablespoon of this and of the sourdough starter. And then we need 1/2 cup of flour and 1/3 cup of water. I need to get a tablespoon. This should be interesting, trying to get this out of here. Okay. Maybe a spoon would help. Definitely has a sour smell to it, so I think that's good. How many spoons does it take to get the starter in the bowl? Oh, this stuff is sticky. So sticky. Okay. All right, there's the starter. And then we need the 1/2 cup of flour. I already measured it out so you didn't have to painfully watch me do that. And the 1/3 cup of water. And again, this recipe is in that document in Canvas. Now we're gonna make the leaven for the biscuits. And this one's nice because you need to use a cup of your starter. And you're gonna find out shortly that we have to throw out some of our starter, which is a bummer after all that work, unless you make a ton of bread. So the nice thing about making the biscuits is that you actually get to use a little bit more of your stuff. So this will be interesting. Okay, so this is about a cup of the starter. So we'll put that in this bowl. Man, it's gooey. So there's that. 1/2 cups of flour. Smells pretty good. Smells pretty sour. Leaven for the bread and leaven for the biscuits. And the last thing we need to do is put our starter to bed. So That actually used up a lot because you're supposed to throw away about half of your starter. There's a chunk in here I think I'm gonna toss out. Let me grab that. The last part here is we gotta put the starter to bed. So you actually feed it again. So here's that 4 ounces of flour, half cup of water, just like before, and stir that all in there. Going to use your starter within a week, and because I'm probably going to be making a ton of sourdough bread because I have 2 batches of starter, we're going to store this one for a while. The thing is, you have to feed it once a week. So I'm going to put it in this little bowl for now because I want this big bowl back. In this one it says tightly cover and put in the fridge. And I'm going to take my little note so I know when it was born on date, so I can keep track of that. Good luck with making your leaven, and I will be baking tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. And then also remember with your starter, if you put it away and just leave it be in your fridge, you need to feed it once a week, and those instructions are also in the instructions on Canvas. Good luck.